The story is about Ma Yolo, a strong mother living in a small village called Deeboloken. She has 12 children and very little, but she works hard every day to take care of them. Even when times are tough, Ma Yolo stays strong because of her faith in her ancestors. She teaches her children to never give up, and over time, they grow up, help their family, and honor their mother for all her sacrifices. Ma Yolo's love and strength leave a lasting legacy in her village. One day, Ma Yolo sat on the bare clay floor of her hut in Deeboloken. Her face was weathered, her hands calloused. The faint cries of her youngest child pierced the stillness of the night. 12 children, each one a gift, yet each one a burden in a village where food was scarce. Ma Yolo's only possessions were her woven lapis skirts and a battered wooden bowl. But her strength came from her faith in the ancestors and the wisdom passed down by her mother. She looked out at the dark forest, vowing to keep her family alive. The moonlight flickered through the cracks in the thatched roof, and Ma Yolo whispered a prayer, her voice a soft plea for protection from the spirits of the forest. She thought of her own mother, who had faced similar struggles in the same village. How many times had she sacrificed her own hunger to feed her children? Ma Yolo had promised to carry on that legacy, to endure whatever hardships came their way. At dawn, Ma Yolo wrapped her youngest on her back with a brightly patterned grebo cloth. The others followed her barefoot to the farm. Their tools were simple, machetes and hoes. Sweat poured down Ma Yolo's face as she dug into the hard earth, her muscles aching with each swing. The crops were their lifeline. Each cassava root they harvested, each tuber they gathered, was a precious victory against the harshness of the land. Despite her exhaustion, she sang traditional grebo songs to motivate her children. "Our struggles today will bring strength tomorrow," she told them, her voice strong even as her body trembled with fatigue. The children worked silently beside her, the rhythm of their labor almost meditative. Her eldest son, Quado, carried the heaviest loads, his broad shoulders bearing the weight of their hopes. "We will eat tonight," he said quietly, his voice steady as he wiped sweat from his brow. Every market day, Ma Yolo carried bundles of cassava on her head, her lapis skirt tied tightly. The village women whispered as she passed. "How does she manage with so many children?" they sneered. "She must be cursed. No one could bear such a burden and still survive." Ma Yolo ignored them, the cruel words bouncing off her like raindrops on stone. She sold her goods, bartering for fish and rice. Her eldest son, Quado, often helped carry the baskets, his strong arms supporting the weight of their survival. "Ma, don't listen to them. We will make you proud one day," he said, his tone firm with determination. She smiled at him, a weary but proud smile. "Your strength will carry us through, my son. I believe in you." When the rains failed, the harvest was poor. The cassava withered in the dry earth, and the rice stalk stood brittle and short. Ma Yolo divided the little food they had. "Eat, my children," she whispered as she pretended to eat from an empty bowl. The hunger gnawed at her insides, but she couldn't let her children see it. They had already been through so much. Her eldest daughter, Yeti, noticed. "You need to eat too, Ma," she protested. But Ma Yolo's love for her children outweighed her hunger. "I'm fine, Yeti," she assured her. "You are the future of this village. Eat, so you can grow strong." In the quiet of the night, when the children were asleep, Ma Yolo would lie awake, her stomach empty but her heart full of determination. She knew this hardship would pass, just as others had. She would not let her children suffer without hope. One evening, a wandering healer arrived in Deeboloken. He spoke of a strange illness spreading through the village, a sickness that claimed the weak and the young. Ma Yolo feared for her children. She couldn't bear the thought of losing any of them. Using her meager earnings, she bought herbs to protect them, hoping that the ancient remedies passed down by her mother would still hold the power they once did. She spent sleepless nights boiling roots and bathing her children in the bitter brew, praying to the ancestors for protection. As she rubbed the soothing medicine into their skin, she whispered the words her mother had taught her. Ancestors, protect my children. May their hearts grow strong and their bodies be healthy. Her prayers seemed to reach the spirits, for one by one the children recovered. It was a small miracle, one that strengthened her belief in the unseen forces that watched over her family. Quado and Yeti, now teenagers, began helping more. Quado hunted small animals, while Yeti sold baskets she wove at night, her nimble fingers weaving intricate patterns in the moonlight. Their contributions eased Ma Yolo's burden slightly. "You are my light," she told them, her eyes filled with tears. She had raised them in the harshest of conditions, and now they were becoming the pillars of the family. Quado looked at her, his gaze unwavering. "We will work harder, Ma. We'll make sure you never go hungry again." Yeti, her face radiant with pride, added, "We'll build a better life for all of us." Years later, Ma Yolo's children began to shine. Quado became a respected hunter, known for his skill and bravery. Yeti started teaching other women to weave, passing on the art of basket making that had been passed down for generations. The village gossips, once critical of Ma Yolo, now praised her. "She raised them well," they admitted, their voices full of respect. "She's a strong woman, a mother who carried her family through everything." Ma Yolo stood taller, her lapis skirts now a symbol of pride. She had done what others thought impossible. She had turned struggle into strength. One day, all 12 children gathered in the village square. They presented Ma Yolo with gifts, fine cloth, bowls filled with food, and even a small goat. The goat, though humble, represented prosperity. It was a symbol of the new life they had built together. "You sacrificed everything for us," Quado said, his voice thick with emotion. "Today, we honor you." Ma Yolo wept openly, overwhelmed by their love. She had given everything for them, and now, in her old age, they were giving back to her. It was a moment of pure joy, one that filled her heart with a deep, unspoken peace. As an elder, Ma Yolo began sharing her story with the younger women of Deeboloken. "Do not give up even when life feels impossible," she told them, her voice steady with wisdom. "When your heart feels heavy, remember that you are not alone. We are all connected by the struggles we face, and through them, we find strength." Her lapis skirts, once a sign of struggle, became a mark of resilience and hope. She wore them with pride, a symbol of everything she had overcome. Years later, Ma Yolo passed on, but her name remained. Her children established schools and farms in her honor, ensuring that future generations would know the strength and love she had shown them. The story of Ma Yolo, the mother of 12, was told across villages, inspiring countless families. She was proof that love, resilience, and determination could overcome any hardship. Her legacy lived on in the hearts of her children and the community she helped shape. In every corner of the village, her story was a reminder that a mother's love is a force stronger than any struggle. Thank you for watching this beautiful stories. Please share and like our channel.